Good day. In this day, I'm going to talk about the top 5 best methods I know to boost your motivation for job interviews. Method number 1 would be to reward yourself in case you pass your job interview. For example, you could go on a vacation. You could promise that, hey, I'm going to go on vacation if I pass this job interview. The reward isn't the main challenge. But the point is that this system of thinking will boost your motivation. Okay, the second method I'd like to talk about here, somewhat linked with the previous one of rewarding yourself, would be to have an outcome-driven approach when going to these interviews. In other words, to set yourself some achievable goals, which are usually small. Okay, for example, if you set yourself a goal such as you will prepare 5 answers, once you achieve that goal, which is not too complicated, you will receive a motivational boost simply because you are an outcome-driven approach, right? Or similarly, you could have some 3 mock interviews, 3 sessions of mock interviews to significantly improve your communication, your listening skills. This would also provide you with the motivational boost, right? The third method I'd like to share with you to boost your motivation for job interviews would be to prepare in parallel with someone else. So find a buddy, find a candidate, find someone else who's preparing for a job interview and try to prep together. Because I found that simply talking to someone, to another human being, will likely improve your motivation going into job interviews. And 2 heads are better than one, and so on and so forth. Method number 4 I'd like to share with you would be to, in order to boost your motivation, you should try to identify the source of the lack of motivation. Because, for example, it could simply be you're too tired to work, in which case, you get some sleep, get some rest. It could be as simple as that. Or if you're stressed out, maybe take some time off and come back stronger after, you take a day or 2 or 3 days off, right? Or do some sports, or, simply go shopping if you want, right? But finding the source of the stress or the lack of motivation will often help you to address the source of it. And the 5th method I'd like to share with you here when it comes to boosting your motivation for job interviews would be to anchor to past wins. Okay, so if there's one thing about behavioral interviews, that you have to refer to examples in the past. Well, in the same way you prepare your stories from the past for a behavioral interview, your story bank, you could also think of your past successes, major successes, so that you can project yourself and you have that mental model going into these jobs interviews. I hope you found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.